folks, we're back with Black Ice because I must suffer more. And today I'm going for a rematch. I want vengeance. I want satisfaction. I will be playing as France.
Is this some sort of brain scanner?
Some sort, yes. In France, it's called a guillotine.
And I will attempt to do better. Last time I tried this, I lost. We lost gloriously, but we lost. But today, we shall be vengeance incarnate. Today, the French Republic will hold. So, speaking of the French Republic, what do we have here? 70 divisions with, let's see, split off the Mountaineers. I'll keep you around. Everyone else will park in the center, reorganize. I have plans this time. Last time I tried to do too much, and France is really not good at doing all of the things. But France is really good at doing a couple of things. A couple of things are industry. Not so much military production, but a nice amount of civ greed. And we're going to use that very large amount of civ greed to build up fortifications. We're going to build up the extended Maginot in the north and a couple of forts in the south. And that combined with concentrating our army in a more sensible template that doesn't require as many things should allow us to come out on top. So we're gonna make everything into basic infantry and bring them all back here to the Central Plains. Then, in terms of focuses, we have a couple of crises ahead of us. But first, we're gonna rush towards the French National Railway Company. That should allow us to build a little faster because of the extra infrastructure in Ile-de-France, Pas-de-Calais, Champagne, and Alsace. Knowing where the infrastructure is gonna go, we're gonna build up a little bit of infrastructure in Picardy and in Lorraine. That is where we are going to be building a lot of, and in Savoie, maybe in Savoie as well, because that is where we're going to be building a lot of civilian factories moving forward. And once these are built, we are going to follow up with a metric ton of civilian factories. So the goal is to make our industry as powerful as possible so we can build as many forts as possible and our army doesn't need to be as big. Whether or not that actually plays out as we intend is a different matter. Unfortunately, France is also rich in natural resources, so we don't have to worry about imports as much, but we'll look at more of that later. We do need to worry about is fuel. We don't have enough fuel on our own, so I'll be importing 15 factories worth of fuel from the US. Same with food. 15 factories worth of food from the US just to get ahead of the national strike. We're going to be hit by a national strike that drains our fuel and food reserves. If those dip, we're screwed. What else do we need? Construction. Gonna rush construction. And I'm also gonna work my way down to these two as well. Mass media and consumer electronics. Political power is gonna be very important this run. What I'm gonna be banking on mostly is heavy artillery and heavy anti-air. The thinking is it doesn't increase combat width all that much. Yes, they're expensive, but they offer an incredible amount of soft attack for the money. And fighting defensively, I won't be taking that much attrition anyway. And for the heavy anti-air, this is two birds with one stone. It will give me air defenses and it will give me piercing to pierce the German tanks. So bit of a risk, bit of an investment, but I think it's worth it. Let's also get some new uniforms. No, not new uniforms. Let's get some infantry guns as well. Armor, honestly, I'm not going to do anything with armor. Same with air. Honestly, not going to do anything with air. I tried to do too much last time and it just doesn't work. Armor is nice if you have the industry for it. We don't. Air is nice if you have the industry for it, and we don't. And if you don't have the industry for it, you might as well not compete. Navy, same deal really. We'll build what we have. Honestly, we're not going to do much more than that. Air Force, like I said, if we can't really build it out, might as well delete it. Production. Infantry equipment, good. We'll need a lot of it. Everything else we can more or less leave as is. This is fine. We're going to get rid of the light anti-tank. Mountaineers or mountain artillery, fine. Light artillery we'll get rid of. Heavy artillery, we will need many of these. World War II uniforms, we're going to need more. Support equipment's probably fine. Garrison equipment, I won't need that much. I'll leave a little bit in production, just not sure whether I need. Recon is probably fine. Cavalry horse equipment, won't need that much. Horse transports need a little more. I won't need motorcycles. I probably won't need light vehicles, but I'll leave a factory on it. Armored cars, no. Heavy transports, I am going to need just to motorize my supply. Won't need prime movers. I don't think I need transport trucks, and if I do, I can get them later. I'll need civilian trains, and then a bunch of really shitty tanks. Also, don't need these. No air either. That shifts my production over to mostly focusing on the heavy artillery and a little bit of extra here and there. What else am I going to need? I'm going to need need more guns in the future. And I'm going to need other things like, oh, stuff that I still need to research. Okay, and in terms of the Navy, I don't think this Navy is all that worthwhile. Like all the obsolete stuff I'm just gonna delete anyway, even though it has a significant investment made into it. It's just not that good. Finish up the rest of the things in the queue. It'll be fine, probably. It's not that impressive. All I'm gonna use my Navy for is to fend off the Italian Navy. The Royal Navy probably has the majority of things covered, so we don't really need to worry. I'm gonna switch all of these guys over to something else, something very small. Brigade Coloniale. It doesn't require all that much equipment, and I can then perpetually exercise them and then switch them over later. This way I get a little bit of army experience and I don't burn through as much of my very valuable equipment. We have to get rid of these national spirits. Victors of the Great War will have to wait. It's ass, but I can't really do much. Disjointed government is going to be very important. The fastest way to get through it is to resolve the Spain crisis, which hits in mid-38, I think. And for that, we need to have 70% political stability by the time the crisis hits. So I need to focus on getting stability up high. Protected by the Maginot is ass. Only way to fix that is through the military tree. And then stagnant economy, which is also a different flavor of ass. France tastes a lot of ass today. Our political power is mostly going to be spent on stability, then on people that allow me to build civs faster, and then we'll see from there. My goal, my hope, is that I can do this focus, extend the Maginot. It requires a lot of stuff to go very right, but if I can get it done, and I can get it done in time, I get a significant defensive bonus in the north of France that will allow me to hold off the Germans. That is my hope. And before we unpause, I'm going to sell all of my garbage, and somebody out there will buy my garbage. They must. It's the law. They have to. I have so much crap I don't need. Might as well just sell it to the highest bidder. So much stuff I just don't need. I'm going to be a very greedy civ boy this game, building well into 1938 and then shifting straight into forts. Not even going to be trying to build mills. I'll get a nice-ish amount of mills from my focus tree, enough to equip my standing army, and I can build later when we're safe. Right, I need to not forget, turn on this, otherwise I have so many buttons to press. When we're safe, it won't matter. All right, first off, Matignon agreements. Great, so stability is going to go down the gutter right away. Oh, I forgot spies. Should probably be decrypting the Germans, making sure we start building a spy network there. Right, we'll be working on economic renewal. That should fix our stagnant economy. And there goes our first prime minister. Yeah, we're not the most stable of countries. Germany remilitarizes. I'd say at this point, we're nowhere near ready to, do more than complain. So we'll just complain. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Once we get this done, our first crisis is going to hit. So that's going to be lovely. Are we selling anything? So we're getting a little bit of economic capacity surplus. So this will help give us a nice speed boost to construction. I hope we end up having enough. Oh yeah, spoilers. I fully intend to leave the colonies to their fate. I have bigger fish to fry. We must preserve the mainland. We will be the bastion of freedom and democracy in Europe. And if that means some of them may die, that's a price I'm willing to pay. More losses to stability. So stability and political power are going to be an issue until we get rid of that disjointed government, which is still going to take a while. We'll power through. We'll power through. It'll be fine. It'll be okay. And there we go. General strikes. Watch our economy, stability, and everything else disappear. Crisis of the 36 elections. So what we're going to do here is form the Popular Front and then work our way down these social reforms. I will give my people a 40-hour work week, the right to unionize, and some paid vacation time. There's not enough money for a minimum wage rate, but it will give us a weak Matignon. If we get a strong Matignon agreement, the negatives will outweigh the positives. Just getting a week is fine. So 3 of these should do, and then we'll head on to the Matignon agreements. All right, you can have a 40-hour work week, you have a union, you can have some vacation, but that's it. So the next bunches of political power I'm going to have to spend on trying to get stability up. We need our stability to be 70% when we hit our crisis in Spain So we do have time to get it up there, but it's going to be a significant investment of political power. And Spain falls apart as usual. We'll not really get involved. We'll offer them moral support later on. And now we pass the Matignon agreements. No more general strikes. We'll get 10% stability and a weak and incomplete Matignon agreement. It'll do. It'll do. If we add more and we get a strong Matignon agreement, the industrial malices would not outweigh the gains we get in terms of stability. We can fix stability in other ways. And France is once again alive. All right, now we continue down this path towards the industrial efforts, get as many factories out as we possibly can. We need strong industries. We need as many civs as we can physically get. And let's see. If we choose to remain neutral, it could start a crisis later on. This is what we want. We don't want to cause trouble. Yeah, well, we'll pick the option. We don't want to cause trouble. We want to start a crisis later. We're having some trouble with power generation. That's fine. We'll just divert that from the dockyards. The dockyards are not a priority anyway. As long as everything else functions as it should, it's fine. Oh, great. Inflation. Once we've sorted out stability, I want to hire an economic guy, public works guy here for more civilian factory construction speed, as well as this captain of industry for even more civilian factory construction speed. I want to get these guys early. Now we are going to grab a bunch of civilian factories here, which should be very nice. We'll work our way down to research grants and celebrate the renewed economy. Oh, you're shitting me? No! No! No, this is supposed to happen in 38. It's not supposed to happen yet. Oh, no. Oh, this completely fucks the run. Well, I'm gonna have to spend all my political power to try and get as much stability as I can. The focus is now also wasted. Yeah, because we now have the Spanish Civil War crisis. This is supposed to hit in 38. I'm supposed to be through these focuses. But no, Black Ice. Black Ice is insisting that I suffer. So to intervene in Spain, I must have more than 60% stability. I cannot do anything right now. So I have to sit here on my ass waiting for stability to go up. Can't do anything else but wait for stability to go up now. It puts the snowball to a complete stop. This is so many civs I will be lacking for such a long time. I genuinely don't know if we'll bounce back from this. Genuinely don't know. I need to get as much stability as quickly as possible now. Fine, I'll click all the buttons. That's all the political power I'm going to be able to spend. So that's 3% per week. Never mind, 2.3% per week. Will it be enough to get us to 60% in a reasonable time frame? Because I'm wasting like a bunch of like focus time. I can't do any focus. Can't do anything right now. Anyway, intervene in Spain is done. Maybe I shouldn't have wasted all that political power. Now we can continue on. We are going to support Blum and then get the Popular Front united. This will remove disjointed government. I do feel I may have overspent in terms of political power now, trying to rush that stability up as high as I could get it. Yeah, I probably overdid it now. Next things are definitely being spent on the captain of industry and where's the other guy? The public work guy. All right, we've intervened. Now we support Bloom and then we might actually have a good time. Let's hire the captain of industry. 10% civilian construction speed. Good. And we got inflation again. So as soon as we've worked our way through this, back to fixing the inflation and then the industrial effort. Jesus Christ. This has not been enjoyable so far. I had high hopes when I started this. I have significantly lower hopes now. Popular Front united. Now democracy in Spain. Now it is going to constantly make our stability go up from this point, and we have a lot more political power to work with, which is nice. That is certainly nice. All right, inflation's gone, and now we can actually get a bunch of civs through here. We'll work our way down to research grants and then the massive industrial projects. Actually, let's take a little detour here. Foreign diplomacy is short and sweet. We'll get a little bit of political power out of that. Then we will also be rearming for a little bit of better economic policy. And then we'll be getting the rest of the industrial effort there. Oh yeah, more civs, more civs, more civs. Give me your civs. I must have them. All right, sorry, Czechs. Chamberlain has spoken. The Germans must be appeased. It's the only way we can have peace. Must appease Germany. It works 100% of the time. Some of the time. All right, get that last massive industrial project. That is the end of our civ boom. And then we head towards the fortifications. And then we'll start saving up a lot of political power as well, because we are going to need it. We have a great need of political power for what we're about to do next. To get Extend de Maginot, we're going to need 200 political power, which is a lot. Everything else from this point forward is going towards land forts, and we'll build them 2 at a time to see how many we can realistically get done. We can't get all of them built. Like, it's not really feasible to get all of them built. But if we can get a couple out, as well as a couple of pillboxes, we'll be okay. Actually, let's take this template. This is what I intend to use. I'm going to strip it down. Like I said, not any of that artillery. I don't need logistics. I don't need field hospitals. We'll be fighting on our own doorstep. What I will need is heavy anti-air. So what am I short on? Well, apparently nothing, because obviously we're not. What if I switch everyone over? Mostly going to be lacking infantry equipment and heavy anti-air. We have good numbers of all the other stuff, so we'll make the switch and allow them to exercise. France and Britain announce an alliance. Yes, together we will hold back the tide. Defense National Fund next. And then we extend the Maginot. All right, extension of the Alpine line. Let them come in. I need a little bit of political power now so I can continue on. There we go, there we go. There, a little more, a little more, a little more. And now we grab, extend the Maginot. Right, if this finishes, we'll have security in the north. So the Maginot is going to be extended. War being declared. Maginot boys have to stop training. And war is coming. Everyone else can still train, just not the boys on the Maginot. Equipment-wise, it could be better. It could be better, honestly. We should also mobilize the army. Poland refuses the German ultimatum, and we're in. We are in. We are now at war, so let's see how this pans out. Germans shouldn't really be attacking the Maginot all that much, or at all, really. Now we can casually keep increasing our mobilization while we extend the Maginot and work our way towards a more secure, defensible France. The fortifications are extended. I'll need to check in a bit, but now in terms of focuses, I want a liberal economy. So these two. I also want further armaments. So yeah, let's grab further armaments, and then we'll get liberal economy, rapid military industrialization, accepting British naval dominance. We have ways of getting more army things. Now for the fortifications, how are those pillboxes looking? Okay, so we need a couple of extra pillboxes up there and here. I'll make sure those get built first. And in Italy, an extra pillbox there. Forts look decent, except that one needs an upgrade. That one. Everything else is decent in Italy. And this fort line is okay. It could do with more fortifications, but it's okay for now. This is about 8 military factories in 30 days, and then the next one is another 8, but we can't get that yet. So we do have decent incoming in terms of equipment. That's nice. We're also going to be building up anti-air once we have like the amount of fortification that I think we'll need. Yay, stability. Yay, government contested. Why were you contesting me? I fixed France. I don't want to take the stability hit. It's fine. It's fine. We'll fix it later. We'll fix it in post. We'll fix it in post. Let's go up to a war economy now. And the Germans are now on their way directly to Brussels. That means they'll be at my doorstep any minute now. Last touches here and there. Oh yeah, the red bubbles here on the Maginot, they don't matter. Even if it looks like the Germans, it's red and the number is so low. Yeah, they have 0 stats. Nothing's gonna happen. This is where the fun begins. Slow the game down a little bit. See if I need to intervene here and there. But I think overall should be okay. Well, we will be okay. Belgium won't be, but that is very unfortunate for Belgium. They're at my border, but they don't seem too keen on actually attacking. Oh yeah, now they're attacking, but they're just trying to hit the Maginot. Sorry to say this, Germany, but you're not gonna get through this. Despite what the bubble says, you're not going to beat that division. Shouldn't be able to beat that division. I wouldn't put it past them to actually beat the division, though. Oh, that would be horrible. They do have air power, but honestly, I'm not concerned. They're persistent. I'll give them that. They're continuously attacking, but should be able to hold anyway. And Italy also going to come in now, which is fine. I had anticipated that eventuality. That front is guarded. I'm not expecting naval invasions because I am able to maintain my own naval supremacy, and the British Royal Navy is still out there taking names, so that should be fine as well. I'm building up the air defenses in the region as well, so once the next stage rolls in, happy days, happy days. And just to honor the men and women who will be dying in service to the Empire or the Republic, I will be renaming all of them after channel members. It is because of the beloved channel members that I am able to continue doing what I do. Every month or so, I will try to update the list to be as accurate as possible, but whenever you sign up for a channel membership, you will have your name added to an Excel file. That Excel file is then used to compile a completely randomized list of names that goes into a little mod that puts that name list in the game. and then I can pull from that name list and name divisions after my channel members. So don't be alarmed if you don't see yourself for a while. It's all random. You will show up. Hell, you might be somewhere in the fray and not even realize it. But again, thank you to all my channel members for your glorious support. We're holding very well. Like, Italy has decided that it's not worth dying for France, okay? Germany has picked their 3 tiles, and it's just a matter of funneling troops and shuffling them around constantly. I can win the battles. My troops are higher quality. I have reasonable amounts of stats to hold them off. The forts will do their job. It's just a matter of waiting. Also, I've just noticed my members have betrayed me. They have sided with the Germans, and they're also on my side, so looks like my mod is doing weird things. But yeah, we just hold this position and continuously funnel troops into those blazing infernos, into the fires of battle, onto the anvil of war, my brothers. And through our focuses like army reform, we'll also be getting rid of the terrible debuffs that we have for the victors of the Great War. That's gonna get fixed. We have more research bonuses that we can grab. We have a lot of good stuff that we can still pick up. Now, I do believe that the French front line has become an immovable object. Now, we're taking losses. So men are dying, but they're killing way more than we're losing. So we've inflicted not that much on the Italians, but on the Germans, we're taking like 3-1. And the military factories are also slowly starting to roll off the production line. This is going to be spicy when we get ready for the clap back, the inevitable counterattack. It's funny though, the British will not defend me, but they'll happily use my country as a faster way to get their troops to the Mediterranean. Thanks, Britain. I appreciate the assist. I'll be here dying. Oh my, it would appear that at some point my fleet decided it no longer needed to do anything, and as a result the Italians are now landing. This is actually a problem. I think I can get away with taking a single army off the front and shifting it down south to help contain what's coming. They have indeed completed a successful naval invasion. That's not good for me. Fortunately, I do have large numbers on the front still, so it's gonna get a little hairier, but not impossible. Oh yeah, the Navy is taking names now. It is taking names now. That's good. We'll clean that up nicely. Pinning attack, and then we'll just close in, tighten the noose. We'll get them yet. Yeah, there's a lot of Italians showing up here, though. Oh, I need to push them back out. To that end, I'll need different divisions, more specialized in the assault part of this whole spiel. Maybe tanks, maybe some improved light infantry. I don't know. More than what I have currently. Ooh, I'm out of manpower. We've taken 400,000 casualties. I have killed more than I've lost so far. I need a lot more men though. I may have to cut men from training until I can get, let's see, I need to bring this up to 3-year draft, or no, let's just go up to another bracket here. Just need to last until the US shows up and I can have a friend that's willing to defend me, unlike Britain, who's decided to park their entire army right across the channel and watch me slaughter Germans by the hundreds of thousands. Meanwhile, they do very little else with their massive army. Alright, well, they launched their own attack. I'm immediately going to counterattack, trying to roll it back a little, and the United States of America are in. The Help to Freedom train arrives soon because we're gonna need the help. We are definitely going to need the help. I'm just waiting for the Freedom train to arrive, and baby, it is inbound. It is inbound. The Italians are weakened now. It looks like they've pulled several divisions out. We're gonna try and close this now. With the Americans showing up, I'm feeling a lot more confident. This is eventually going to be an easy win from this point forward. We just have to live long enough to see the win. Just a little bit longer. I don't expect any major breaches gonna happen now. We have to remain careful. A little precarious there, but with the Americans in position, this is all but secured now. I'm confident we can do this. I would like the Americans to come a little south so we can, you know, clean this up as well. The main threat has been averted. Well, this is going to be an embarrassment for Mussolini. He's going to end up with 10 divisions encircled, and which we can now destroy at our leisure. That's gonna hurt. Turns out that beachhead is now about to be mopped up, and there goes the cream and crop of Italy's armed forces. Mountaineers, the San Marco Regiment of Marines, an infantry brigade, and 7 infantry divisions. And unlike Germany, Italy's not really going to be able to sustain those kinds of losses. I'm not entirely sure we'll pull this off because there are a lot of Germans here. Most of them can pierce my divisions, but, you know, we'll give it a try. Also, somebody just attacked the Soviet Union. Well, Hungary is going to regret that. Hungary is going to regret that. Soviet Union's going to come in like a big old sledgehammer from the east, and that's going to enable us to mop up. So it does look like we might be able to push through here. Yes, with a little luck, we should be able to at least. Oh, the air war is certainly not advantageous to us. Ooh, we're losing a lot of planes. Am I blind? Am I stupid? Or has Germany simply left? Certainly feels like Germany has just left. The AI just left that entire border section. They're still on the Maginot, but everywhere else they just left. Oh, exploitation time then. Okay then. Looks like we'll be putting Belgium back on the map. And wow, that is shocking. Oh, maybe not that shocking. Still, a little shocking. We are pushing into Germany. If they're not going to defend themselves, they can all die for all I care. That's just shocking. They just gave up the entire border. Oh, probably because they didn't... Oh, game crashed. Belgium's back. The Netherlands are almost back. As far as the Allies are concerned, we are so back. We are so back. Yeah, this is going to be overwhelming. Whatever defense they try to rush in at this point is going to arrive late to the party. Unfortunate for the Germans, very fortunate for myself, because this could have been a very messy breakthrough attempt if they had gotten their forces in position. And at this point, I don't even have to do anything but battle plan my way to victory. This is over. Like, this is effectively over. The motorized has broken through. We have achieved full breakthrough. Nothing is in my way. I can pretty much truck to Berlin from here. Hey, Poland's back, baby. We got Poland on the map again. Liberating our allies is our solemn duty. Let's head to Frankfurt. Yeah, we're just gonna hurry up and capitulate the Germans. They don't have anything left. They got Vienna. Yeah, it's gonna cost me manpower. No two ways about it. I'm going to lose a lot of men in this assault. Wherever the German army pops up, it can still fight. But, I mean, they don't have the men for this. They've expended everything. All right, we've hit peak levels of game instability once again. So... crashes galore. I just hope I can finish the game today. I'm just gonna stop interacting with like half the stuff here because it feels like whenever I do something, the game gives up and goes home. Let's just try to make it to the end of the campaign. I think Germany just got a troop spawning event to increase the difficulty or some nonsense because suddenly random troops just Sturmbrigade. Yeah, this is probably some sort of random historical troop spawning event that is incredibly annoying. They just literally spawned within my lines. Great, that's enjoyable. And the game crashed again. I don't think I can complete this game either. This is like the third game of Black Ice that I've tried to run. Okay, so once again, bad news regarding Black Ice. I had hoped to finish this campaign in style. Unfortunately, this is where it ends once again, unfinished, but the outcome is clear. At this point, Germany, even though they still have an army, probably one of the bigger armies out there, they are no match for what's coming down on them now. They will capitulate, they will be crushed, they will be destroyed, and after that, it's a matter of invading Italy, which is honestly not going to be all that hard. They may have a fortification there, but either we push through the north, or we break them with naval invasions, with, well, whatever means necessary, and then it's just a matter of repositioning the fleet and starting a small island hopping campaign to take out Japan. The war is won at this point, and I can say with certainty that it is France who has made this possible. 1 million Frenchmen died, but we have secured final victory, or we will secure final victory soon. It is, however, very unfortunate that Black Ice keeps doing this. Do you guys still want to see Black Ice videos, even though they tend to do this? Let me know down in the comments. If you don't, let me know. I hope you've at least enjoyed this so far, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.